This week, we're talking about the surprisingly exciting return of the Xterra and Pathfinder, plus Amazon's plans to sell you a used rental car, why Mercedes might use BMW engines, and how Infiniti is ditching EV plans to bring back the Q50. But first, rich guys ruin everything. Welcome to the Big Three. Welcome back, guys. We have a very special episode this week because Nolan is out of town. Bart is also out of town, so we have Knappik, our shop daddy.
Hello.
And Jacoby Young, editor extraordinaire. You also follow Adam around and cut his social reels, which I love his social reels.
Thank you.
The edits are way better than the driving. Honestly.
It's so much. It makes the driving actually watchable. So it's good.
You guys do a great job. And Jacoby, you just started as an editor here at Donut, right?
Yeah. About, say a little over a month ago now.
Hell yeah. Well, we love having you here. I am actually going to be gone the whole month of October, but we do have a ton of interviews, that super special interviews that are going to be airing all of October in our absence. I'm really excited for that. So that's the inside info on that. Let's get into some car news. Gordon Murray Special Vehicles showcased a modern-day reimagination of the iconic McLaren F1. I saw it with my own eyes at the Quail up in Monterey. It's amazing. And guess what? You can't buy any of them because one rich dude is buying all 5 that they're making, which is the most annoying thing in the world.
That is pretty wild.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know if I should blame that one rich guy or if we should blame Gordon. Because
I would blame the rich guy.
I mean, he's got the money to be able to do it, right?
Yeah.
So that's like Usher rented out like some mall and bought every single of a certain gene so that people couldn't have his genes.
What?
Yeah.
What? Why did he do that? That's
So that
a bad business move.
So that nobody can wear the same gene as him. It's not his own.
Oh.
He just like bought out this. I forgot the name of the company of the gene, but that's just money stuff.
That's annoying.
It is. But it's also like kind of a flex. I mean, you got money and you've got that you money. So there's that.
We'll be right back after these messages. This podcast is sponsored by Cash App. For a limited time only, new Cash App customers can use our exclusive code to earn some additional cash. For real. Just download Cash App, use our exclusive referral code BIG3 in your profile, send $5 to a friend within 14 days, and you'll get $10 dropped right into your account. Terms apply. That's money. That's Cash App. Cash App is a financial services platform, not a bank. Banking services provided by the Cash App's bank partners. Prepaid debit cards issued by Sutton Bank, member FDIC. Direct deposit, roundups, overdraft coverage, and discounts provided by Cash App, a Block Inc. brand. Visit cash.app/legal/podcast for full disclosures. Now back to the show.
There is no reality in which any of us would ever be able to drive this new Gordon Murray car.
Right.
But I think it is kind of obnoxious to be like, I'm buying all of them. And they're all going to sit in my garage and I can't drive them all at once. So, like.
Maybe he'll invite his friends, right? Maybe this is going to be the most epic bachelor party ever.
Oh, they're going to dress up in like Mario and Luigi outfits and drive on his private racetrack.
Turn the mansion into a track.
Yeah.
Maybe he'll buy a city in like Dubai. And he'll just, drive them around.
Let's kind of estimate how much this would have cost to, he probably commissioned this car to be built and developed. It's pretty similar to the T50. It's like a bored out version of the T50. I would say conservative estimate, probably $20 million to develop this car, and to make 5 of them, maybe like $5 million each. So we're talking like close to $50 million.
Drop in the bucket.
Wow.
I know that's I completely pulled that out of my ass. I have no idea how much.
Well, that number is accurate. That's insane to spend on the same car.
I feel like 20 million is almost low on R&D.
I know. I feel
but so is this a car that Gordon made, and then this guy was like, I like them so much, I'm buying all 5?
I think it was commissioned.
So he commissioned it.
I think this was all planned out.
Before
it was even developed.
So then, I mean, he didn't buy all of them. He just wanted 5 of them.
Yeah.
So it's not him buying them all out. He just went and was like, hey, just want 5 of these. Here's some racks.
Yeah. And then I think it's kind of teasing to debut it at an event like the Quail,
Yeah.
where there are other production cars being
Showcased. and
debuted.
everything,
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I just like in this economy, come on, man.
I would have to blame Gordon on that one, honestly.
Yeah.
He'd let the guy, like if he wanted multiple people to have it and show it off, then he would limit purchase per customer. But I mean, the guy had the money, like Adam said, so
Yeah.
he was able to do it. But I mean, someone allowed him to, so that's the way it goes.
Let's say you guys have this guy's bank account.
Hmm.
Are you going to Gordon Murray? Where are you going to like have a car be developed specifically for you?
Ooh, good question.
That is a great question.
That's hard because I like build my cars personally, a lot of them, and my head straight goes to like, what would I do and what car would I build on my own? But to give to somebody, I don't know. I'd probably go towards like a race team, kind of like how Travis Pastrana went to the Subaru rally team,
Yeah.
and he would like build out like that crazy wagon
For
that
the
he like
family
jumped-
huckster?
Yeah, like that kind of stuff is cool to me. The supercars, although very cool, like they just don't resonate with me as much.
Yeah.
So I don't know as much about them when people bring up all those cars. Like I've heard of them and know them, but like how people knows those stats, I just don't. But
Yeah,
the
it's like a
Ferrari,
blind spot for you.
yeah, the one that sticks out is Ferrari F40 Competition.
Oh yeah.
That's the one I want to drive
The car.
in anger around a track. Like not just like here's the keys, go on the freeway. I
You
want
wanna,
to
like-
I want to rip it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, if somebody was gonna make me a car, it'd probably be like a race team and like.
Well, you
tailor
could
fit
do.
around what I
You could
wanna
have
do.
Ferrari make or whatever race team
Yeah.
take an F40 and update it and make
Ooh.
it maybe more comfortable or safer or whatever.
Dude, imagine resto modding F40.
Oh,
That's
man.
fuck you money.
Yeah, you would get
Yeah.
so many haters.
I know. Oh my
Purists.
god.
What about you,
Ferrari
Jacoby?
purists.
Who would you approach? What supercar company?
So I kind of had to agree with Adam there, sort of like now that I know what I do know about certain things, even though I don't know a lot about cars.
More like
at
a
all,
race
but
team than a manufacturer.
Yeah, like there's a lot better out there for like the money you could put into
Yeah.
it and commission for it. So like, yeah, race team would be absolutely ideal if I want to get out of the car what I'm paying for it. But if I had to like actually stick to like a home name brand, maybe like Mercedes or McLaren or something.
What Mercedes model would you take and send to a race team?
That's a good question. I don't know, actually. The 190E, like
Oh,
I really
yeah.
like that a
That'd be
lot.
sick.
That one's amazing, and they already have like DTM styles of that, so that wouldn't be hard to like perfect
Yeah.
because it's already very close. But
That's a good
Yeah.
choice.
yeah,
I bought a Mercedes wagon yesterday.
What?
Nice.
Yeah.
No, you
not for
didn't.
me.
Oh, okay.
My sister's car died, and my friend he bought 2000 Mercedes E320
Mm,
that was like pretty clean. It had Brabus wheels on it,
cool.
Oh, nice.
and he was like, "I'm in over my head, man." And I was like, considering buying it, but I can't have another car.
You don't say.
Yeah. But I was like, but then her Kia Soul died, and I was like, "Ooh, I know a
Perfect.
family
Okay.
hauler that's
There you
being
go.
sold."
Yeah.
And so our family banded together and bought her this car and surprised her this morning.
Oh, that's rad.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's cool.
And it's white with like super dark tint and these Brabus wheels.
That's rad. It's
Yeah.
a 2010
Yeah.
wagon?
2000.
2000 wagon?
Yeah.
Cool.
And it's got jump
Yeah.
seats in the back too.
Yes.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Okay.
love that.
Yeah. So
I love that for you.
I wasn't there when they revealed it to her, but
Uh.
she started crying. It was really
Oh, I'm
sweet.
sure. I'd
Yeah,
probably
that's
start
pretty
crying.
awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a good car. It was
Yeah.
a good car to get.
But I'm like, when can I borrow this car?
Yeah. So when am I in on this?
Yeah, I drove it home from Burbank, and I was like, man, why didn't I buy this car before this?
Yeah, like the 2000s Mercedes are cool. I actually like the four-door like it's like 98 to like 2000 or something.
Yeah.
Mm.
The C230 compressor.
Yeah,
Those
Yeah.
are super cool.
those are
Actually,
really cool.
I would like one of those. Though.
Yeah, they age so well.
Yes, the design on
era.
the outside does. In Mercedes, I think like their interior does not age well.
It's kind of weird, like all that
Little
that
bit.
the plastic like piano finish wood
Yeah.
is all cracking inside.
Yeah.
But like the electronics still work, which I
Yeah.
was worried about. Needs a little bit of work, but
I'm
I
sure.
think it's a really cool car.
Speaking of cars that I bought a 64 Beetle
What?
for my father-in-law
Whoa.
for Christmas. It was me, the wife, his wife, all that. Like we banded together.
Yeah.
We found one for him so that it would give him something to do and he would tinker on it and
That's
stuff.
so fun.
So for the last it was like 2 years ago. So he's
Yeah.
been tinkering on it and having fun with it. And like he comes to me and he's excited to talk about cars
Dude,
with
that's
it and stuff.
awesome.
So yeah, when we gave it to him, I teared up. I teared up a little.
Yeah.
I was like, so happy for you.
That's awesome. I don't think I would ever want to own a Beetle, but
Yeah.
it would be a fun project car, and I'd love to make like a Baja Bug.
Ooh, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
The Baja Bug movie is cool on YouTube. Have you seen it?
No.
The only reason the Baja exists
Yeah.
is the Baja Racing
Yeah.
is Beetle.
Wow.
They started it, because it's such a cheap car. It's
Yeah.
body on frame. You could do a bunch of stuff with it. And so then anyways, it just got exponentially more intense. And that's how Baja Racing, for the most part, started.
Wow.
It's kind of cool.
That's
It's
awesome.
a fun
Yeah.
documentary.
I gotta check it out.
Yeah.
Amazon will now be selling used cars. You can buy your Beetles and Mercedes wagons on
Cool.
Amazon right next to your I was gonna, how like all the like names they sell on Amazon now are a bunch of letters just like pushed together. Almost
yeah,
like
yeah.
AI developed a company and it's
Yeah.
like cargoing this. Like, oh, I love and it's all capital letters
Yeah.
too. Like,
Yeah.
what is
As
this?
long as I
brand?
get it by tomorrow
Yeah.
AM, dude.
Yeah. Nothing else matters.
Good.
So this news comes after the company struck a deal with rental car company Hertz last week. The internet giant will now list used Hertz rentals for sale in Dallas, Houston, LA, and Seattle. They'll also be listing less sketchy used cars, including certified pre-owned cars from participating dealerships. How do you guys feel about this?
I feel like it took them long enough. I really think
Yeah.
such a large company, and then like Carvana, obviously, there's already companies kind of doing it.
Yeah.
So I am worried about where that takes it for the future of like obviously cars and stuff. And I think they usually are at a loss, right? So
Yeah. Well, Carvana and CarMax both use like algorithms to find the best deals and cross-reference with how much they can sell them. And it's kind of taking the fun out of the used car market. And
yeah,
this
I
is
agree.
like to the levels that Amazon is going to do this. They're going to blow all these other companies out of the water just
Yeah.
based on scale. I'm not too worried about like Carvana going under.
I
think
I'm
it's-
not either, but
yeah.
I thought they
Not at
already
all.
went under.
They
Oh,
were
really?
supposed to.
Carvana, yeah, and
get
then-
canceled, right?
Yeah, like a lot of times, like at least the one that I drive by, like
Yeah.
that vending machine thing is empty almost all the time.
There's like a car stuck in it.
Yeah, it's just-
Someone's shaking it.
the visual of like this giant
Just
hitting this
shaking
thing.
like
and then it
shit.
falls over on them.
That's why they're going out of business.
Yeah.
I think it's kind of a good idea, just because like Hertz already has such like a wide selection,
Yeah.
and Amazon, I think they only supply through Hyundai, so they're like, so if you go on their website and you go to like the car section,
Yeah.
even if it's like a BMW or a Toyota or something else, it's from a Hyundai dealership.
What?
So it seems like they've limited to only Hyundai, and then with like Hertz, they have every other brand behind them now. So
Yeah.
like even though it's just Hertz, they have all these cars now that they have options to give instead of just Hyundai. So I think that's good for them. But then like on the consumer side, you get like high mileage cars and whatever, but it's like an extensive service record and all that other
Yeah,
stuff.
that's certified
So,
pre-owned.
yeah.
I think it could like demystify the car buying experience for
Yeah.
someone who maybe is not well versed in buying a used car.
Yeah.
I think that sector has, in the past couple of years been dominated by these in-person places like Carvana or CarMax or whatever. In good faith, I don't know if I could just like buy a car and have it shipped to me
Yeah.
without
Yeah.
having seen it first or
I
driven
know.
it.
It's that concept since the day it like was invented kind of blew me away.
Yeah.
Like, oh, it just comes. I don't go look at it. And
Is Carvana the one that it arrives on a trailer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't sure. But yeah, I gotta like touch it, and I gotta like
I
kick the
know.
tires and lowball the guy.
Yeah, I know. You gotta get into it. I think it takes away the like visceral actual experience,
Yeah,
which
it
is a bummer,
definitely
right?
is.
Like the industry's already going down automotively in the sense of like people aren't working with their hands,
Yeah.
you know? So, and then this is just that first step, you know, when you're buying your first car, when you're young, you have to go, you look around, you go through the trials and tribulations of like seeing a good car or bad car.
Yeah.
You like had to do some research and look into it, but now you're just going to add to cart and leave. And that
Yeah.
kind of sucks, like just for what kind of future that is or kind of promotes, you know, if we'll get deep into this, but
I do feel like I'm looking at it from the bias of being in the car world and like
for sure.
someone who loves to like wrench on cars himself. If you didn't care about that at all,
Yeah.
and maybe you were buying an EV where like maybe service wasn't as big of a deal.
Yeah.
I could see the appeal and
Yeah.
like not having to deal with anyone, you know, like talk to a
Yeah.
dealer who's trying to talk you into shit.
Yeah, for sure. I get that because like like you said, I always look at through a lens of a car guy,
Yeah.
but I don't know, computers. Like I use them every day. I know how to use them. I enjoy
No one
them.
knows
I
how
like
they
them.
work.
No one. It's just black magic in there. It's crazy. But like, you know, you got obviously enthusiasts that build their own laptop or build their own PC.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of like, I'll just get this Dell.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't want to deal with it.
Actually, that's a good point though. Like for even the service with Amazon, it's such like a home name. Everyone gets everything from Amazon, right? You just click something, you don't think about it. You tell, was it Alexa to like buy something for you?
Yeah.
And it's like what you said, even about like rich people stuff. Like someone who's exactly like that, who doesn't care and just wants to click that button and get that thing they know they like or works or whatever,
Yeah.
can just do that. And like I fully agree, you should never like buy a car without like touching it or looking at it at all. But like for those people who like that instant gratification,
Yeah.
like that's perfect for them. no matter
Absolutely.
what, Yeah.
I just hope that like someone doesn't slip and subscribe to like Hyundai Sonata every month.
They get a new car.
Yeah, but you save
every
10%.
month.
Yeah.
Happy Honda days.
That's pretty funny. Do you know anybody that's bought in cars from Carvana and that kind of service and stuff?
I actually bought my Audi from CarMax because I
Uh-huh.
didn't want to deal with it. I wanted just like a certified pre-owned one.
Yeah.
And it was exactly the trim level I wanted, which
Yeah.
was like pretty rare.
But you still went there and looked at it and stuff.
Yeah.
That's what I mean, like-
yeah. I could have like denied it if it wasn't
Yeah.
up to snuff, but I do have friends who have bought off of Carvana, and I think they've had varying experiences with it. Like
Yeah.
some people were like, yeah, I bought my Chevy Volt from it, and it was
Yeah.
great, whatever. I think if you're going for that kind of car, that's a pretty good service. You just want
Yeah.
like all the like it's almost like if Carfax had a used car outlet. You know, that,
Yeah,
like
which
someone's
they do
checking
try
it
to do.
over. They do?
Yeah, you could be like, you know, would you like to sell this car also? Or would
Oh,
you
I didn't
buy
know
this
that.
car? KBB tries it also.
Ah,
Yeah, they're like,
that's
oh, you're running a VIN? You want to sell this?
You know what I'm saying? We'll sell
What's
it.
up, man?
Yeah.
Here's what it's worth, you know? It like lowballs you immediately. It's
That's
like
so
trade
funny.
in values. All damn, dude. Savage. So, no, I ask because like I've had a couple friends buy cars through that service.
Yeah.
And it just seems like they would lose money every time because they'll get the,
The
car.
company.
The company, yeah.
Yeah.
Because they'll get the car and then it's like, oh, it's rusted to hell underneath. And they're like, well, hey, you know, obviously this is bad. So then the company tries to make it right. They do a buyback or they do whatever. Or like I had a buddy who like it got delivered and it was like scratched up like crazy. So he had to
Oh,
get
wow.
it repainted. And it's just like every time I'm like, how is somebody making money off of this?
I think it's volume.
Yeah, for sure,
Yeah,
volume.
definitely.
So, but also like a car is so big, right? So, and what I mean by that is like the physical, like delivery of it, storage of it, everything. So like Amazon, obviously they work with volume. And so, but getting that package, that little thing is like not that big of a deal. So a car coming, maybe getting returned, like how much can you do that?
I know. I'm also thinking like, could you buy a car and return it 2 weeks later? And
I bet that's going to be their shtick. Have you
Yeah.
seen
It's
guys like
gonna be.
buy really heavy stuff on Amazon?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's like a bowling ball, right? Or something. I forgot. It's like a bowling ball a day. And so he just buys it and returns it.
yeah,
And he's just waiting for Amazon to like cancel them. I don't know.
man,
That's how we should take down
don't be
Amazon.
mean to your delivery drivers. Give them snacks.
I know.
And stuff.
That, yeah. Feel bad for the delivery
Yeah.
drivers.
Yeah.
So,
Oh yeah, someone did it with an anvil.
That's what it was. It was the
Yes,
anvil.
that's what it was.
It was hilarious.
Yeah. I was like, you can buy an anvil for like $100.
I know. I was like, dude,
It's insane what you can buy.
Yeah.
Amazon is planning to eventually expand this venture to 45 different U.S. cities.
Which
Let
ones
us-
are excluded?
Probably Tulsa. I don't know.
For sure, Alaska and Hawaii. But which other ones got like outs?
Blackballed.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that's just my first
Yeah.
thought.
Yeah,
That's all.
that is pretty
Mackinac Island, Michigan, because they don't allow cars there.
We'll be right back after these messages. This podcast is sponsored by Cash App. I've been using Cash App for the last couple weeks, and let me tell you, there's no better way to send or receive money. It's super easy to use and it's lightning fast. If you weren't up to speed already, Cash App is way more than just a safe way to send and receive money. With the Cash App card, you unlock a ton of perks without all the fees. Enjoy benefits like exclusive early access to nationwide concert pre-sales, Kendrick Lamar and Sabrina Carpenter to name a couple recent examples, plus discounts on everyday purchases and popular brands you're probably already spending money on. Cash App also adds security to your money by declining suspicious card transactions and sending you a notification to make sure the payment is really you. If your card is ever lost or stolen, you can lock it with just one tap right in the app. Spend with confidence with the Cash App card today. For a limited time only, new Cash App customers can use our exclusive code to earn some additional cash. For real, just download Cash App, use our exclusive referral code BIG3 in your profile, send $5 to a friend within 14 days, and you'll get $10 dropped right into your account. Terms apply. That's money. That's Cash App. Cash App is a financial services platform, not a bank. Banking services provided by Cash App's bank partners. Prepaid debit cards issued by Sutton Bank, member FDIC. Direct deposit, roundups, overdraft coverages, and discounts provided by Cash App, a Block Inc. brand. Visit cash.app/legal/podcast for full disclosures. Now back to the show.
All right, big F1 news. Checo and Bottas are going to Cadillac next year for their F1 team.
Very cool.
I, for one, am very excited. I love both those guys. I love what Cadillac is doing with their car and Andretti Motorsport. I'm going to be a fan from day one. How do you guys feel
Pretty
about this?
cool. To be honest, just heard about it. You guys told me this morning, and I was immediately like on board.
Yeah,
That's rad.
Your jaw hit the table.
So hard.
Yeah.
That's.
And
that's why it's bruised. So
your tongue rolled out like a fruit by the foot.
immediate cartoon characters.
Yeah.
Just, no, I think it's pretty. That's like super rad. And you said they're going to be their own team. They're not buying out one.
Yeah.
So that's cool.
Yeah.
You know, it's pretty crazy that it's Cadillac. You know, like that's like the sub brand, so to speak, right? It's like it's not GM that's doing it. It's, you know,
it is
you
a little
go play
weird.
over here.
It is a little weird that it wouldn't be like Chevy because Chevy supplies IndyCar engines.
Yeah.
But Cadillac has done amazing at Le Mans and prototype racing past, I don't know, 10 years.
Yeah, that checks. It's got to be because it's a luxury brand and it's such like a pinnacle sport. Then that kind of
fits in with like Audi, Porsche, Ferrari at Le Mans.
Yeah, for sure. Yo, Cadillac, send us out. I want to go. That's rad.
Send us one of your prototype engines. We'll test it.
Oh man,
I bet they put an LS swap into their F1 car.
Yeah. I mean, on their consumer side, they pretty much only have like the Blackwing as a performance car. Right? They're doing this huge EV push with the Celestiq and the Vistiq. And anything that ends with a Q. Yeah. I'm surprised they haven't done a Mystique yet.
Laser.
That's actually a good.
That's the next one they're going to steal this.
Pretty good.
Yeah. You should pitch them that. What would that be? Would that be like a wagon?
That would be pretty cool. Actually,
Yeah.
I would love to see one.
It would be one notch down from the Celestiq, but still like an homage to the CTSV wagon.
I love CTSV.
Yeah, CTSV.
Don't get me on a tangent.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oof.
Do you think?
No, this is so. I mean, Checo, Bottas, both great drivers.
Yeah.
I think they've like shown what they can do, but sometimes just don't get put in the right seat.
Yeah.
At times, or don't.
They're
get
always
put,
a number two.
Yeah, they don't get put priority. So I wonder who's going to be the priority. There's always a favorite, you know.
Well, just from their personalities, I think Checo is more domineering and might kind of just like step into that role himself.
Yeah.
Bottas has always been like the supporting character.
And he just seems like so good at it.
I know.
I don't know why. Poor guy.
Yeah. Always willing to like, block and do whatever it needs to be done for his teammate to win. I'd love to see him in a competitive car.
Yeah.
Bottas has been relegated to being a backup driver, which was sad to see.
Yeah. But what a comeback, right?
I know.
You know?
Yeah.
Like it is pretty wild to watch these guys, like, you know, I'm sure watch Drive to Survive and all that, and you see their story, like as they topple down, you almost feel bad for them.
Oh, yeah.
You know? And then all of a sudden, like, oh yeah, you've got a seat over here. You know?
Yeah.
Like the F1 driver, the Red Bull guy, Smiley. What's his name?
Ricardo.
I love that guy. He's so I just like I want to hug him and hang out with him.
I know.
But it's like he just like toppled so slowly down. And like I think a lot of it was just irony, like bad car, bad team.
Yeah.
And he thought he was going to make the right move, but then ended up not.
He had a lot of potential he never really lived up to. And also he had these almost big moments. There's a couple times where he did live up to that
For sure.
hype, but he had
Monaco.
a lot of he had a lot of chances and he didn't really like deliver in a lot of them. But I would love for him to come back, but I feel like he's got a great future in media.
Yes.
Just because he's so
such a
charismatic.
personality, yeah.
He's so affable and just relatable on camera too. So good for him. He's doing his own thing. I think he's got a podcast now.
Oh.
I'd love to have him on.
Dude,
let us know in the
that would be
comments.
sick.
Yeah. Let us know in the comments if you want Daniel Ricciardo on this podcast. We'll try to get him. I think we've done stuff with him before.
Yeah, I think we have.
Years ago. So
spam his inbox, hit him up on Instagram, say go to Donut. Do that.
Do it now.
He's gonna hit us up. He's like, you guys, you can't do this.
Yeah. Come on, guys. What's the Australian accent?
I just all I got is good mate.
Mates.
You know?
Mates. Come on, mates.
Stop
Vegemite.
it.
Vegemites.
Vegemites.
That should be his podcast name, Vegemates.
That's a good one.
For months, we've been talking about bad news surrounding Nissan. This is actually some pretty hopeful news. Infiniti is hard at work designing the takeover car of the future. The company has announced last week that the Q50 will return, and they might be scrapping an electric car to do it. Automotive News reported last week that Infiniti teased the next-gen Q at a dealer meeting in Las Vegas last week. It's expected to have a more powerful version of the 3-liter twin-turbo V6 found in the Z, possibly making as much as 450 horsepower. Wow. This sounds fun.
It does. I mean, it's a lot of power.
Yeah.
That's cool. And pulling it off EV, I'm in for that.
Yeah, that's going to be great.
Yeah. I mean, it's crazy that they had any money to develop any new cars at all. And like to completely kind of disregard, well, Infiniti is like a luxury performance brand.
Yeah.
But to like cater to performance in a time of need where they're like going under, I think is bold and maybe the thing that's going to get them out of the red.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, the Q has been like a luxury, like a large luxury performance vehicle, right? So it's not like you see them racing too often.
No.
And I don't know, when you have like a nice car, it sucks when they're slow.
Yeah.
So I think pushing it towards the like, hey, it's got power thing, it's like a talking point. You wouldn't talk about like a nice brand new Cadillac or new Infiniti if it was like slow.
Yeah.
So I think that's the move that they have to do anyways, right?
Get some buzz going.
Yeah. It's like, oh, I just got this, like, you know, even if you don't know about cars really, you're like, I just got this new Q. It's got like almost 500 horsepower.
Yeah.
And that's like, oh, cool. Like everyone,
Yeah.
that's a good amount of
That
power.
would be
I think
the
they-
party trick for that car.
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I think they look good too.
I do. I'm been a fan of like Infinitis for a long time. I
Yeah.
think they've always been almost spot on. Even around the like now, all the cars seem to look the same, which kind of sucks.
Yeah.
So
They do have their own silhouette. I think they look very sporty. They
Yeah.
look fast when they're going
Yeah.
slow. The only Infiniti that I really don't like, and I don't even know if they make it anymore, is that gigantic something, the QX90 or something like that. It looks so bulbous.
Yeah.
It looks like if you know those like Russian dudes that inject synthol into their arms.
It's just like balls.
Yeah, it's like the proportions are very weird. It looks very bulbous. But
Yeah.
it's obvious that they're kind of like trying to go for like a Land Cruiser
Yeah.
silhouette, but like miss the mark by
Yeah,
a lot.
just-
By a
yeah.
lot.
By a lot.
Yeah.
The grill is like bulbous and looks like a 5 head almost. Anyways, off track. I'm excited about this Q50. Outlets like Road and Track are also reporting inside sources are saying the new Q50 will also have rear-wheel drive and manual transmission options.
Dude, manual transmission in this
That's
day and
where it's
age,
at.
bold.
In this
Yeah.
economy,
I love that.
yeah, that's sick.
That's
I mean,
awesome.
that is definitive proof that they are like going for enthusiasts.
For sure. I mean,
Right.
manuals cost them more. They used to
Yeah.
obviously cost people less or whatever, but dude, that's cool. I
Yeah.
love that it's rear wheel drive. And
Yeah.
that obviously is not going to help the takeover thing. So, in
Yeah.
10 years,
I
these
saw you
they're gonna
went
be
to that
balling,
part.
you know?
Yeah.
So it's, I don't know.
Yeah.
That's rad though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think catering to the car guys for sure was a bold move. Good one, really good one. If they want to bring it back,
Yeah.
Infiniti on top of like Z's or whatever, which like they all use for takeovers, drifting, whatever. Like that's usually like a starter car. So to have like a newer one basically hit that same mark, if not better. Like as long as they don't ruin the look, like
Yeah.
I think they'll eat that up for sure.
Yeah. It's probably not going to be like a high volume car.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know.
I don't know. I
what
mean,
I'm talking
that's-
about.
They're still trying to, I mean, they got to make money. So it's all in the volume for them, right?
Yeah.
So,
That is, yeah.
but like the fact that it's going to be a 4-door,
Mhm.
right? That the Q series is usually a 4-door,
Yeah, it's a
right?
4-door.
So like N manual is like usually it's always a sports coupe that's the
Yeah,
manual,
yeah,
so
exactly. I
that's
thought
cool.
that was a bit odd that they made it manual because it's 4-door. Like that's a weird choice for sure.
A
but-
choice for manual. I wonder how many
Yeah.
people actually make that choice though.
Yeah. I don't know.
Would you? So this is, obviously this is not a car you're going to get. You're not 18 years old. You're not like, yeah, I'll drive a manual every day.
Yeah. Who's buying
right
this car?
now, would you guys actually, stop and go traffic? You're like, I'm going to buy a nice car.
If
I'm
I
just,
was a takeover kid,
Stop at the
definitely.
takeover.
You'd have to be a pretty
no, I'm
rich
saying-
takeover kid to buy this, though.
Yeah.
I think like
Yeah,
this is like elder millennials, younger Gen Z or Gen X, sorry. Have a little bit of money.
Yeah.
This probably is going to start at like 60, 70.
but you have
So
the
crazy.
kids that like have the EcoBoost Mustangs and stuff like with their their dad's money. So I don't think it'd be too far off for
Yeah.
them to like be like, hey, there's actually something that fits my needs a little bit more, and it would be the Infiniti.
Yeah.
And they would probably more than likely get it. And it's a 4-door, so more of their friends to do, unfortunately, more takeover stuff. So, you got the guy flying out the back seat, so you can't have that with a coupe.
No.
No, you can't have it with a coupe. But in reality, they are marketing towards, like anywhere from 35 to 45 probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is going to be their market, right? So, like, would you want a manual for an everyday driver? And what sucks is
No.
my answer is no.
I think this is like a second or third car
Yeah.
for someone.
Sunday driver
Yeah.
for sure.
But
Yeah.
then why? Like, is it though? Like, it's not that like exclusive and nice. It's still like it's a nice car to be able to drive
Yeah.
every day. So I don't know if it is like a third car. To me, it seems like a car that you would get so you could have a nice car to commute to wherever you need to go or do, right? Like to me, the nice car is like either something vintage or like a sports car
Sure.
or that.
That's your weekend cruiser?
Yeah.
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 Something that's not comfortable. That's not, like I don't want to be on the freeway stop and
Yeah.
go traffic
You're
over here
not
with a
motivated
manual.
to
It's
drive
so
it.
annoying.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
It might have one of those modern, I don't know, some kind of where you don't have to push the clutch in all the time, or those
that's
like,
a thing.
Yeah.
there's
it is.
like modern manuals have
it shifts for you up
Yeah.
or down. I've learned that one.
You know what this podcast needs? A TV so we could pull it up right now. I want to see that. That's wild.
Yeah.
we need to poach Jamie from Joe Rogan.
Yeah, it
Type it in.
Yeah.
comes with like some cars now come with like rev matching or
Yeah.
whatever.
That I've
so-
seen that. That's like a
yeah.
computer program, obviously, that just knows what to do. But shifting for you, I want to Google this.
Well, there's I think I one of the cars we drove up in Monterey had kind of like an automatic brake.
Mhm.
So when you're in neutral, you could let off the brake and give your foot a rest. And
Oh, for rollback stuff?
yeah.
Oh, gotcha. So it
yeah.
doesn't-
So if you're on a hill or something, you wouldn't roll into
Yeah.
the car behind you.
Yeah. Well,
Just
I like
stuff
where
like that.
I like where they're going with it. I feel like I proved myself wrong in the sense of like it's not going to work well.
Well, actually, I think I
Automatics galore.
agree with you a little bit because like for what we think it's going to be applied for, it would be terrible. Like, I mean, how I told you recently, I was driving a manual in LA traffic. Worst thing I've had to do
Yeah.
in a really long time. Like hours of just
It does
on
suck.
and off the clutch, like terrible.
Yeah.
And it's, in my opinion, like really bad on gas. So like,
Yeah.
you know, it is a odd choice. It's a nice car and it's going to be a sedan. So why wouldn't you commute in it? But like, if it's meant for that, manual's a terrible choice, I think.
Yeah.
But
I think
maybe
this
it's
is-
not meant for that.
I do like, we had people, one of our old editors, Bridget, she had only had manual cars and she would commute from OC every day.
Yeah.
Ugh.
That's when we worked at like the Sawtell area. So it was like a 2.5 hour commute sometimes.
Solid.
And she just, you know, she was like, yeah, it sucks, but like, it's still like,
I don't know any better.
It's fun to shift. And I don't
Yeah.
think that ever gets old. It's like, you know, like it's still always fun to shift.
It is,
and-
It is
and-
nice. Yeah. It's like a,
Yeah, you're more one with the car.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
But yeah, I think maybe this is someone in a mid-sized city where traffic isn't as bad.
yeah.
They can commute from the suburbs and, you know, hoon it if they want to
Yeah.
on the on-ramp or whatever. But I think it's a fun, you know, like fun direction where everything
I
is,
like that they're doing it.
the rest of the industry is kind of going more boring.
Yeah,
This is a fun direction.
for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Down with the EVs.
The Q50 was initially slated to be replaced with an EV,
Ugh.
and this news suggests that project has come to an end. A pullback of environmental regulations in the U.S. market is signaling a shift back to combustion engines for some companies. Like the old Q50 and the G35 and 37 before that, this new one will be based on the Nissan Skyline that's currently sold in Japan. So we're not talking about the GTR. This is a
that's
different
right.
platform.
Yeah, I forgot they have that.
This new Q50 is expected to drop in 2027, so put your pre-orders in. I'd love to buy a used one in 10 years. And
Yeah.
have
I
fun with
agree.
it.
And
Yeah.
and you know, the whole like VIP scene out in Japan.
Yeah.
So
Mm.
sick.
Oh,
Curtains, stance
Yep.
out.
to make a VIP build with this thing would be
Yeah,
sick.
that's a solid point. Before we got into this, actually, I was just thinking about it would be the perfect like Stancy boy car, like
Yes.
show car.
Yeah.
If you did VIP style, drop the heck out of it.
Yeah.
So
Deep
cool.
dish wheels.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
man.
my. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Best
A
car.
little camber on it.
Uh-huh.
It's
Reflective
already
tint.
kind of aggressive looking. Like when I see them on the road, I like they almost look modified, but they're like the
Sort of.
fitment's
Yeah.
correct.
Yeah.
It looks on point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. More and more manufacturers actually have been getting better with like wheel fitment
Yeah.
out of the box, which
Yep.
is wild that it's taken them so long.
I was thinking that the other day because like I drove my E36 today and the rear springs were sagging,
Yeah, okay.
but it almost looks intentional. It almost looks intentional.
yeah.
And I was like, man, should I just get spacers and like
To push
get
it
the
out.
fit? Yeah.
Dude, I'm a fan of that. I do that a lot now with a lot of my cars. Like I did it on my street S14.
Yeah.
Like I love the OEM
That's so
wheels
nice.
and just like push it out nice and flush.
Yeah.
And it's such an easy thing for a manufacturer just to spec it correctly.
I know.
Yep.
And it just changes the look of the car so much. It's crazy.
Drastic.
Well, my old
Basically,
Z is like, I'm like, why would you design it
And then
to be like 5 inches,
Yeah.
5 inches from the fender line?
yeah,
It looks so bad.
it's like a dude that like skips leg day.
Yeah.
It's just like,
That's a good.
what is happening over there? Why
Yeah.
is this? Why is who okayed this?
And I'm trying to think like, was that the style back then? But there was like good fitment back then.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was more of like a manufacturing thing.
Yeah.
In the sense of like that's why older cars usually you could put like the deep dish wheels on it because like it was harder to make the axles long because the manufacturing of it and the strength of it.
Yeah.
And now with technology they've changed that so the axles can be long, they're still strong,
Yeah.
but so the wheel isn't as aggressive offset wise. So like I wonder, there had to be like the wheel was hard to make or something. Or,
Yeah.
I don't know. So, but yeah,
It's got to be a reason.
space them things, dude. Also, wheel spacers are totally fine for cars. It's a myth. Just torque your wheels correctly.
Yeah. I fully agree with that.
So I shouldn't be afraid every time I see like a lifted Sierra with wheels sticking out like a foot past the fenders.
you should
Yeah.
always be afraid of
As
that.
long as the wheel spacers are tightened down correctly and have a hub-centric ring, it is totally fine.
Okay, great.
Just
Yeah.
be afraid of the driver, not
Yeah.
the car.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a red flag right there.
Yeah.
In more Nissan news, the Nissan Xterra and Pathfinder are both coming back as body-on-frame SUVs, which is sick.
That's crazy.
That's fun. Nissan says they'll be, quote, rugged and powered by a hybrid V6. I think this like, if they do it right, these could be fun off-roaders. It's surprising both will be body on frame given the crossover trend.
Agreed.
You know, everything turns into a Rogue
Yeah.
at Nissan.
Yeah. Every single time.
Yeah.
Rogue all the things.
Well, yeah.
That's funny.
Rogue the world.
It's
Yeah.
crazy that it's going body on frame. That seems
Yeah.
like such old-ish technology, but
Yeah.
it's always like rugged and usually pretty dependable. I mean, old school stuff used to flex and bend and stuff,
Yeah.
but
But everything
that's
went
crazy.
to unibody.
Yeah.
When the crossover genre
Yeah.
became mainstream. Why am I talking about like music?
You talk about your mom, baby.
But yeah, it is kind of counterintuitive to how everything is trending now to unibody, because unibody is way cheaper to produce because you don't have to do, you know, a frame and a body and join them.
Yeah, that's
Uh,
true. I wonder though if it is actually cheaper, right?
It
Because
doesn't-
it's like the frame, like the process of it, putting the on top, it probably is like much easier now.
It seems a lot easier.
So I wonder.
That's a
Like, it
good
would
point.
be
you know.
a
I
way
always
easier process.
in my head, just because of like, you know, everything trends to be cheaper
Yeah,
with manufacturers. And so I assumed because everything was unibody that it was just cheaper to produce. I think it cuts out one step.
yeah,
Definitely.
but I wonder if that step actually is like
Saves any money.
saving too much money. Like body on frame tends to be not as rigid.
Yeah.
So, and when it's a whole unibody, it's all one piece. They're able to make the chassis rigid, thus
Yeah.
giving you better performance as far as handling characteristics and stuff. But going back to again, like now maybe the metal is, you know, better. They've maybe put more reinforcements or whatever.
Mhm.
So maybe there's like, and I don't know enough about body on frame, like off-road world stuff. But I always do hear people like it. So
Yeah, I mean that's always like why people shit on the Honda Pilot.
yeah,
They're like,
that's the
"Ah,
only reason
it's
they shit on the
unibody."
autopilot.
Yeah.
The only reason.
I know, and
The pilot, yeah.
I want to
people
know how
love it.
many of those people actually have driven pilots off road because I'm sure they're pretty good. The new ones that they're pushing, like Justin swears by them, and he's done enough off roading that I trust him. But he had like exclusive. He went to Arizona, I think, to drive the new Passport
Yeah.
and the Pilot, and he was like, "These things are great." Like,
Which is crazy to hear from a Honda to be off-roading that well.
yeah.
So
Yeah, I think it's very surprising that they're jumping into that world head first.
yeah. The fact that it's I mean, I'm a fan of V8s always, but
Yeah.
they're going to the V6, it's compact, and they're using the electric motor for all that low end torque. That's
Which
kind
is
of cool.
awesome. That's
Yeah.
great for off-roading.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I could see that working really, really well.
Yeah.
So
And having the hybrid system is great for range.
Yeah.
If, you know, like modern hybrids get some like you know, who's to say they're not going to get like 400 500 miles out of this?
the tank.
Yeah.
Oh,
with
yeah,
the hybrid system.
that is true.
Absolutely. I'm
Yeah.
so like I don't mind the hybrid stuff.
Yeah.
I think that's the way to go for electric for efficiency and stuff. Like on the performance side, not a fan of it. I know the power is there,
Yeah.
but just the weight and everything, whatever. But being like stuck to have to plug into a wall,
Yeah.
that sucks. To
It
me.
takes away
Yeah.
the
So,
fun
like,
from it,
the,
for sure.
The hybrid plugins are cool because you can plug in if you want to.
But
but
you
you-
don't have to.
You won't get stuck, you know,
Yeah.
if you go on a road trip or something.
Yeah.
So
And I think it adds to that too, where like, say, you know, you're like me and you forget stuff a lot. Forget the gas can, right? And you got that extra 75 miles of range to get you to
Yeah.
wherever.
Just
So-
as like a safety net.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So on the Nissan side, I think they're making all the right moves. It was kind of touch and go for a while. We didn't know if they were going bankrupt. You know, they were in talks with Honda
yeah,
to do a merger
Yeah.
that fell through. And so the future of Nissan and Infiniti was kind of up in the air for a while, but it's good to see that they're moving in the right direction.
yeah, that is cool. One thing I do, it's not even about the Pathfinder, but it just brings me up of like the prototype stuff for Nissan. They need to bring the 510 prototype back.
That'd be sick.
Was it the XD, I think it was called? Do you guys remember that thing?
No.
Oh, it was so cool. They teased it a while ago. And I think they literally did that when you're like what you're saying, the Nissan sales were going down.
Yeah.
They made a prototype car just to tease the world because like everyone loved the 510s and then they just never bringing it out. And it was like going to be like when they're talking about it, was going to be the Silvia or the 240SX, almost like replacement, you know, independent rear suspension,
cool.
4-cylinder coupe.
Yeah.
It looks sick. Yes.
Oh man.
And so they made one that also they had the BRE livery on it, which looks way better than this. But like all white. I think the yellow kind of makes it look kind of gross, but like I don't know. I was excited for it. I thought that'd be cool.
Yeah, it does look cool.
But they teased it and never brought it out. And either the rumor, because they toured it heavily, and the rumor is that they did it to like spice up sales again or like get people intrigued about Nissan.
Yeah.
And then they never brought it out. But like, I think Road and Track looked at it and like even like Speed Hunters and like it literally toured.
That interior is nice.
Stoked on this thing.
So it's actually driving.
I don't remember if it drove. I think they just brought it places.
I think it looks sick.
That's cool.
They should do this.
Sorry, that was but yeah, Pathfinders.
Yeah. On the Nismo note, they're doing Japan only Rogue Nismo.
Oh wow! Of course.
So Rogue everything. Rogue everything.
Let's get a donut Rogue.
It's gonna make a blistering 201 horsepower.
Oh, I can't handle
that. Dude,
too much.
One of the funniest things that happened, sorry to keep bringing up Car Week, but one of the funniest things that happened going up to Car Week was we ran into the Autopian guys. And they had raspberry colored Mustang GTD.
Okay.
And the other car that they were driving was a lifted Nissan Murano Cross Cabriolet. You know, like the convertible one. Yeah. I was like, what the is going on? What are you guys doing? But it was really funny. And then they like, I was talking to Jason Torchinsky, who is like, I think one of the main dudes over there. And I was like, you drove that Mustang yet? And he's like, not yet. I'm gonna one of these times. And then they were like, Jason, you're in the Murano. And he's like, oh.
The Murano's pretty cool though.
But it was like, it was probably on like 33s.
Yeah.
And it just looked ridiculous.
That's funny.
Yeah.
How many Mustangs did you see?
Those GTDs?
Yeah.
I saw at least 3 separate ones.
Okay.
There's like the black edition. I can't remember exactly what it was called, but it was like all carbon black.
Yeah.
That looked the sickest. Actually, the raspberry color was like not my favorite.
Yeah.
But it was very striking. And then I think I saw maybe a yellow one or something like that. But they look insane. And like
they do.
They pop the trunk and they have that crazy
crossbar.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I did see
suspension.
Yeah.
And it looks
that's
so
sick. Cool. I saw Vaughn Gittin Jr. got his.
Yeah.
And he did like a walkthrough of it and I watched the video and like there's this crazy procedure to pop the trunk and all this stuff.
Yeah.
Super rad.
This is the one you can see the suspension from inside the car, right? Yeah.
Super
cool.
that
one's insane.
It's got a built-in roll bar, roll cage in it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're all in on performance. They are like
so this one's gonna be like
enthusiasts.
An RTR one or what?
Oh, I don't know.
Vaughn's got a special edition on top of the GTD or something?
No, he bought the GTD and then I mean I don't think there's a market to do RTR GTD.
That would be so amazing.
You know?
Yeah.
If he can, that's cool.
That would be awesome.
He's the new Carroll Shelby of the day.
Yeah.
So
all right, last week, European outlets like Manager Magazine and Autocar dropped a bombshell. Mercedes is looking to use BMW engines? What? Specifically, Mercedes wants a BMW 4-cylinder to power its smaller cars like the C-Class, CLA, GLB, and maybe even the E-Class. The move is intended to cut development costs amidst the threat of a growing Chinese auto industry and counter the impact of U.S. tariffs. I mean, doesn't Mercedes have a 4-cylinder?
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
This decision bothers me so much because it makes very little sense, like justification wise.
Yeah.
It's quite literally like basically the same engine, just, one company made it and the other one didn't. But like in terms of tariffs, like BMW is still suffering too. And I did a little bit of research and it might be like specific cars depending on where these cars are getting their parts from or whatever. But they're putting what's basically the same engine in that car and BMW is still suffering the same tariff. So it's like it doesn't seem like there's any good reason to do this other than to say BMW is partnering with Mercedes at this point. But
Yeah.
it might save production costs for Mercedes, but like it really genuinely doesn't change anything.
What baffles me is like they already have the infrastructure. They already
Yep.
have all of their factories built making 4-cylinders. What could possibly be cheaper in buying engines wholesale
Nothing.
from BMW?
Unless BMW overmade some.
Yeah, I don't know. I
That's a good point.
kind of don't get it. I mean, tell me you're trying to save money without telling me you're trying to save money.
Exactly,
You know,
yeah.
and especially it's not like a outsource where it's like, oh, we're not specialized in performance, so maybe you guys help us out. This is like their lower end cars. So
Do you think this is a sign of Mercedes struggling?
I don't know. I think it's like, obviously they're a business and they're trying to make everything work as much as possible. So it does sound like the two manufacturers got together and we're like, hey, like we'll pay half, you pay half. And so
We
maybe it's
basically
like,
make the same thing. Let's just cut costs.
yeah, they're
Yeah.
cutting costs in that sense. So it's not like purely on one side. It's both of them are like,
Right.
hey, we could do this thing together. These cars aren't really like competing with each other too much on the
Exactly.
motor side. So
Yeah.
maybe we could strike a deal. So
I feel like it's BMW turning into Germany's like Mazda.
yeah,
Mazda, like
yeah.
working with Toyota, working with
Oh
Mercedes,
yeah.
supplying engines like that. It must just be like a nod to reliability of their 4-cylinders or something. I don't know. I honestly have no idea.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
it was a weird thing to have heard.
Yeah.
So
what it seems like they're saying is that the BMW one is supposed to be more reliable.
Mhm.
That is odd. Who has ever in the history of BMW has said this engine is reliable or more reliable than
Well,
anything
the
else?
comments
but
are
Like
on
the-
fire.
I hope
M54,
they are.
M52, like the inline sixes.
yeah, exactly.
Okay, yeah. I will agree there, but that's actually so those I feel like are more on par with the Mercedes that they want to replace like the 4-cylinders in. Like people who bought the compressor and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Those same people are buying like E46s and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I do think it's like it makes sense, but it also just doesn't because they're fixing something that's not broken. But
yeah. It must just come down to them saving a penny here and there. And
yeah, maybe
That's all it is.
manufacturing it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's nothing that would make sense to us on the outside. Like that's going to make us strive forward in the way of
Yeah.
vehicles. It's I think purely costs.
It literally does
That's-
nothing for
they
us.
saw
yeah.
Some dude balance sheet looking at it. He's like, yeah, we should, team up.
we should team up.
Save $10 an engine.
All right, well, that's all the news this week. Let us know in the comments if we missed something or if there's some weird conspiracy you're cooking up. Follow our boys at
Knappik Racing
At Jake Young, 3 A's.
to make it easy.
I thought
Yeah.
you were like trying to remember your own tag, but you were
No.
saying it how it's
Yeah.
read. Jake.
Oh, trust me. Yeah, you'll see. You'll see.
Gotta make it hard.
Follow me at Joji Weber and follow us at Donut Podcasts. We're going to be having a bunch of really cool reels this week. We talked to Lucas Zinger from Zinger, the automotive maker. We also talked to this chief technical officer at Lamborghini, and we're going to have interviews with both those guys coming up. So give us a like, subscribe on YouTube. Oh, and also check out our automotive history show, Past Gas. You can find us wherever you get your podcasts or on YouTube, and we'll see you next week.